Value-based leadership is what heart-centered entrepreneurs can count on to ensure they're operating in integrity. Whether you're a solopreneur or you have a team of people working with you, leadership starts with you. And today we're going to cover the following concepts: values as the core of your organization, internal leadership, and external leadership. Now, make sure you stick with us to learn how to become a leader in your market.
Hi, I'm Deidre Harder, a CPA and business strategy coach, and this is my partner, Carmen Reed Gilkison, a certified whole person coach. We started our business, Encore Empire, to help women in midlife build a profitable online business in a way that leverages their life experience and honors their values to provide the financial and time freedom they've worked so long and so hard to attain. Now I'm going to start us off with concept number 1. Values as the core of your organization. Now, understanding your own personal values and how those relate to your business that you're building, that's what creates the core of your business. And this becomes your leadership philosophy and also the organizational principles. Some people call them ethics or standards. But what it is this is kind of the lens through which all decisions and the strategies that you're going to build upon, this is the core of them, and this is what's going to inform, how are you going to do your marketing? What does your sales process look like? All of those things. And these come into play in every area of your business, everything from messaging and branding to client acquisition and sales, and to team building and the collaborations that you're going to put together. Now, when value-based leadership is employed, it ensures that every person that engages with your organization understands who you are and what you stand for. And the reason that this is so important is because it helps build rapport more effectively, and it ensures that you have the right team members, the right partners, clients, vendors. It basically helps you attract and align with all of the people that you really want to do business with, because after all, that's probably one of the main reasons you went into business to begin with and to build your own, because you don't want to have those nightmare relationships, right? And anybody who's ever been in a service-based or even product-based, there are always those people that you're forced to work with when you're working for somebody else that just makes you want to not get out of bed in the morning. And so this is going to ensure that that doesn't happen. Now, values-based leadership creates the energy and synergy that helps everybody see the same vision. And this allows everyone to work together and achieve the mission that you're on. And the thing is, when people share common values, they will rally both for the success of the business, and they'll rally when a challenge arises. And as we know in business, both of those things occur and often simultaneously. So this is how you're going to set yourself up for long-term success and be able to create those win-win situations for everybody involved.
100%. So I'm going to cover concept number 2, internal leadership, which is of yourself and your organization. Because before we can lead others, we've got to learn how to lead ourselves, right? And in order to be able to be effective at anything, you've got to start with values for all the reasons Deidre just shared. Once you have your values foundation in place, it alleviates guessing. And that's fantastic, because guessing creates lack of confidence and insecurity. But when you're able to view all your decisions through the lens of your values, you're able to confidently lead yourself. And this is about building new skills, okay? If the whole idea of values-based leadership is new to you, don't worry about it. It's, there's a saying that entrepreneurship is the best personal development program you could ever undertake, and it's true. So all of this is about gaining experience, learning something new, gaining the experience with it. And once you do this with your values and your leadership, you can use that experience and your values to guide you. And then you'll be primed to lead with conviction. So let's dive into what leadership means. Leadership simply means that you're able to set a goal and develop the strategy to achieve it. So sometimes leadership looks like hiring the right expert at the right time when you need additional guidance. Sometimes it looks like roundtabling with your team to brainstorm options and making a collective decision. And at other times, leadership can look like making a difficult decision that nobody else agrees with, but you know is what needs to be done. So leadership is not a popularity contest, but you don't have to be distant and cold either. You know, sometimes people get all wigged out about the power of leadership, but really you can be yourself. So be yourself and learn how to fill your knowledge and skill set gaps with the help of professionals so that you can become and remain the best leader possible.
Exactly. So now let's talk about concept number 3. That's external leadership. So what does that look like? Well, this is about leading your clients and being a leader in the marketplace. Now, whether you are service-based, product-based, um, whatever stage you're in your business, you could be just getting started. You may have been in business for a while. And a lot of times we have this concept of, we work with a lot of solopreneurs, for example, and they have this idea that, well, I'm not a leader because I don't have employees. But leadership is not the same as management. Okay, they are two completely different things. And this is really where that external leadership piece comes in. So your clients and your customers, they are looking to you for leadership and guidance. It's not in the same way as if you are managing a team, and you might be doing that as well, but they still look to you for leadership. You know, they trust what you say, they trust what you bring to market, they trust what they're buying from you. Now, by having your own values identified and incorporating those into your business and following them, then you're going to be able to attract your ideal clients, because just like we talked about a minute ago about attracting the right people that you're going to work with, you know, inside of your organization, you also want to attract the right people coming in from the outside to your organization too. Because this is how you attract your ideal clients. Now, we've all heard that, right? Everybody talks about, you know, who's your ideal client avatar, you know, who are the ideal clients, who are your dream clients. Well, this is the way to for them to be attracted to you. And they're going to, the reason is they're going to appreciate, and most likely they're going to share those same values. And that's why, you know, you've got to put that out into the market. You've got to let it be known, but you have to know what they are first. And you have to be very much aligned with those. And that has to be incorporated into everything you say and everything that you do. And it's important to remember that no matter what business you're in, um, you know, as we said it a minute ago, I just wanted to kind of reiterate this point. It doesn't matter what stage you're in, you know, start from day one. And even if you're well past day one and you aren't real clear and sure on this, is go ahead and, you know, do this little exercise, you know, get in touch with what are those values, you know, pick the 5 most important values to you and in your business, because you're leading others and they're depending on you to show up and to show them the way. Now, it is a noisy marketplace online, right? We work with entrepreneurs every single day who are building online businesses. And in order to be heard above all that noise, this is like a typical thing. They're like, well, how's anyone going to hear me? There's like so many people doing what I'm doing. Well, first of all, let me tell you, it's a good thing when there's other people doing the same thing you're doing. It means there is a good market out there for you. But it's also important to establish this know, like, and trust factor. Like that's like step number 1. And you think, well, how can I do that when I'm just posting content online, you know, and, you know, you do get it, maybe you'll get into conversations here and there with people, but like, how do you do this on a broad scale? Well, value-based leadership is the key, because that's what's going to get you there. Now, people are generally skeptical about anyone they don't know. And just about anybody can go online and say anything, right? We've seen all the things online that you're just like, that cannot possibly be true. But the value-based leadership approach will come through in your messaging and in all the interactions that you have with everybody that you engage with. And it's sort of this underlying thing that's always there, and it's going to help build that trust, and it's going to remove the skepticism, because the message and what they're going to see is that you are walking the talk. And that is the most important thing of all. Now, consumers are savvy and they are not fooled by all the hype. And you don't have to. I know that I don't like that whole, hype thing, the whole bro marketing thing. Like, it's not my style, and it's not the style of most entrepreneurs that I know. And by using this leadership-based approach or value-based leadership approach, then you don't have to do any of that, because when they see you lead confidently and consistently, and you are showing up as your authentic self, and you proclaim what you stand for, that's how you're going to build the credibility in the marketplace. And it's good. You're going to stand out from the crowd, because if you start to look around and look for this, see who's doing this already and who's not, you're going to see that the majority of them out there are not really doing a good job of this. So when you do a good job of it, that's how you're going to stand out.
That's right. We absolutely love this topic. It's the foundation that we teach all of our clients, and value-based leadership is the only way to go. So to recap, today we covered concept number 1, values as the core of your organization. Deirdre explained that understanding your own values and those that relate to your business is what builds the core of your business, and that values come into play in every area of your business. So when value-based leadership is employed, it ensures that every person that engages with your organization understands who you are and what it is you stand for. And that is so important because of what Deirdre just mentioned. It's how you stand out from the crowd, right? Values-based leadership creates energy and synergy, and it helps everyone see the same vision and work together to achieve the mission, and it creates win-win situations all around. So it's a positive. And then concept number 2, internal leadership. We talked about how you need to lead yourself first. And then internal leadership also applies to leading your organization. So values keep us leading in integrity. Leadership of ourselves is required before we can lead others. And then leadership is not a popularity contest. And then concept number 3 is about external leadership. So whether you're in a service-based business or a product business, your clients and customers look to you for leadership and guidance. And as Deirdre mentioned, leadership is different than management. So don't get the two mixed up. Your clients want you to solve something for them. And as a leader, that's what you do. You lead them to their solution, right? And so your values will help you stand out from the crowd, and they will attract the right people to you and your business. So as mentioned also before, all of this is about skill building. If you haven't dove into the values-based leadership realm yet, don't worry about it. We're here to help. So if you're looking for a safe space to be able to learn about values-based leadership, please join us inside of the Empire of Unstoppable Women Facebook group, where we provide weekly training around all things business. We hope to see you there.